Hey guys, old school customized Raj here. You guys enjoying your day? Um, Today we're gonna try and fabricate the cross member for the 33 roaster. I got some steel here. I already kind of like notched it, and I got some steel plate here. I'm gonna go ahead and get this welded on here. Drill some holes here on both sides, one here and one there. This is gonna go on the frame itself. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this cleaned up, grind it, and I'm gonna get this welded on there. But first I gotta do is drill out these holes first um and then get it welded. And then I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I'm gonna put it on there and how it's gonna go. It's gonna be like a uh kind of like three-piece bracket. It's gonna go kind of like an angle, like kind of like this. I'm gonna show you, kind of give you an idea. It's gonna go like this on the frame, like that. Then I gotta get a piece that goes under here, and that's gonna hold up the transmission. So I'm gonna have to drill out some holes here and all that. There's a possibility I might just end up welding it and just take the whole thing off itself. Maybe it'd be easier, but we're gonna go ahead and just get this welded on first, and then we'll go ahead and go from there. So I gotta get this cleaned up first, and then we'll get this welded on there, drill the holes, and then go take measurements and see where I'm gonna go ahead and put that on there. I need to get some bolts, something like this, and these are gonna go right through here. And this is gonna get mounted to the frame itself. That way, if I ever have to take the transmission down, I could just take the cross member down, or I don't know. I'm gonna see how I'm gonna do it. Leave these parts on the frame, or maybe just do a small little bracket and remove that, and then I could take the transmission down. So we're gonna start on this first though, and then we'll go from there. We'll see how it turns out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this done first, and then I'll show you in a bit. So I'll be back soon. Hey guys, well, I finally got those that I guess bracket that I was doing for the transmission. I finally got them welded. I got them drilled out, as you can see. I got them welded. Get the light over here, as you guys can see. My welds aren't too bad. Getting a little bit better though. Still need more practice, but I guarantee you they'll hold. But either way, I'm gonna go ahead and show you right now how I'm gonna do this. So we're gonna go over here to the roaster, and let's get the camera over here. It'd be better get on the other side. I still gotta do the middle part. Like I said, be right there where the transmission's at. So I believe this is the top one. All that grinding and welding, and yeah. So this is gonna go just like that, right underneath where the transmission's at. So it's kind of an angle, a little bit, right underneath where the transmission mounts at. But that's okay, because what I'm planning to do is I still gotta make the middle part. I'm gonna go ahead and drill these out, put these in there, but I gotta get some bolts, so I won't be able to do that today. I will get some bolts tomorrow, and we'll continue this video, and we'll go ahead and bolt those on there, and then we can look under there, kind of see what kind of pattern I'm gonna do so it can hold up that transmission. So I don't know if I'm gonna do a whole cross member taken off, take the whole cross member down when I'm doing the transmission, or maybe do it just in the middle, just in the middle. Maybe put 2 bolts in here and put a piece in there, and then of course I gotta fabricate that, and then this will be bolted to the frame, and then that part will hold up the transmission. So it should work. I mean, I seen it in a something like that. I saw I think it's Old Hot Rod on YouTube. He kind of did something like that. So the only thing is that he welded this part to the frame, and I don't want to do that. I want to be able to like kind of like bolt it to the frame, and that way if I have to take it off, I can take the whole thing off, and then just put a hold up the transmission with a jack stand, or you know hold it up. Right now I have it on a brick, so it's holding up right now. The front of the motor mounts are mounted on already, so I'm just doing this part, and I might need to go get some more steel, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you what steel I might end up using. But I don't know, I might have to do it like double. Kind of make it like put that it's like a steel plate, but make it double so it can be a little bit stronger. So I got this one right here, but as you can see, it's a little kind of thin. You can see it. It's a little bit flexible. I'm thinking of getting this and then just double it, then weld the sides, and that way it can make it thick. And then, of course, not on my, because I think it has to be at least like this thick. See the thickness on that? That's how thick it has to be for that to hold up that transmission. Because that it's a 350 turbo. That transmission is heavy, and I need something to hold it up. It's gonna be strong. I mean, these brackets here that I made, it should hold up. There's some good steel here, but I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to do the middle part. So we'll be doing that soon, real soon. So we'll continue this video. So I'll be back soon with that new pattern. We'll figure it out. Talk to you in a bit.
A few moments later.
Okay, guys, I finally got the cross member made on the roadster. Still gotta fabricate it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I've been doing. Like I said, still gonna seal all this up, close it up, make it more. I double plate it. This is the passenger side, and this is the driver side. All this stuff's gonna get cleaned up. I just had to weld it like that just for right now, just to get it to hold in place. So I brought it down. I'm gonna go ahead and start. Probably do some little pieces of steel right here in an angle, just to make it stronger. Or I'll probably go underneath. I'll go underneath and probably maybe on top too. Go ahead and then close it all up, seal it up real good, nice. Then grind it. It ain't gonna look like this when I'm done with it. So that's the transmission cross member. So we'll go ahead and get some more work done, and we'll see what comes out or what it looks like afterwards. I got shit on my damn. Yeah, we'll go ahead and see what the outcome looks afterwards. So I'm gonna go to get some grinding, get welding and all that stuff. I don't want to show you all that boring stuff. It's gonna take a while though. So I'll go ahead and get that done, then I'll show you how it looks afterwards. So I'll be right back soon. Hey guys, old school custom rides. Well, we're gonna continue working on this cross member on the 33 roaster. Uh, we're almost there, almost there. So I just needed some small little pieces to weld on there. I'm gonna go ahead and get that welded. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what the cross member looks like now. It looks way better now. As you can see right there, that's the cross member for the transmission for the 33 roaster. I'm hoping it holds, man. If not, we're gonna have to just plan B, like I always say, man. If these don't work out, we'll figure it out later on. But let's just hope it works. Okay, I got these little pieces here that I'm gonna go ahead and fill in, just like that. I'm gonna get these pieces welded in, and all corners. I got 4 corners, one here and then in the back side. So I'm gonna get these welded on there, and then go ahead and clean it up, grind it. And I already kind of like cleaned it up already because we're gonna go ahead and get this painted today. And that should hopefully be it for this cross member. And we'll be able to install it. But we'll probably won't be able to install that today because paint has to dry out. And my girl told me you got till the morning to get this stuff done because she wants me to spend time with her. So gotta do what a man gotta do. What a man gotta do. Take care of his woman. So I'm gonna try and hurry up and get this done, weld it and paint it, hang it up, and then maybe on the next video we'll go ahead and get this installed into the roaster. And let's just cross our fingers it holds up. Because remember, when you're doing something like this, you got to think about the fluid that goes into you got to put the converter on, put the fluid, and it just hope it holds up. I already tested it, and I have some bricks underneath the transmission with a sheet of, I think, plywood. No, not plywood, 2x4 holding up the transmission with the brick. So, you know, pretty much where I want it. And what you call it, yeah, you got to think about those things because you put the fluid and all that, it's carries more weight. And I don't want it to buckle or break on me because if it does, well, plan B, we'll have to figure something else out and redo it again. But that's just the name. That's just the way it is in hot rodding. I mean, when I did the headlights on the roaster, they kept swinging back and forth when I put that little plate. So I decided to add a thicker plate on it, and now they don't swing anymore. So I had to do that twice. So it happens with hot rodding. That's just the way it is. It might work, and if it does, and boom, then we won. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this welded real quick, and I'll get back to you guys real quick, and we'll get it painted. So I'll be back soon. Okay, guys, I'm back. We finally finished doing all the welding on the cross member. Yeah, I know my welds ain't that great, but you know what? I'll grind them off, and I make sure they hold, and they will. I haven't had one broke on me or break on me. Broke on me? Yeah, I probably need breakfast. Either way, break on me. So you only get better or you get worse. That's all it is. But it came out pretty good. I'm happy with it. So once you paint it, you probably won't be able to see, be able to tell too much about the wells. You probably won't even think twice, care about too much about it. It's gonna go underneath anyway, man. So this is not gonna be one of those show car hot rods. It's just a 33 roaster built from the backyard. Just trying to look badass. That's it. So we're gonna go ahead and get this painted. I already cleaned it up a little bit, sanded down a little bit. So I didn't have enough flat black, so I'm gonna go ahead and paint it semi-gloss black for right now, and then I'm gonna throw the flat black over it. So that's just for right now, because I want to get that matte hot rod black, but I don't have enough. This is all I have. So we're gonna go ahead and get this. Come over here. This is my paint shop back here. I'm gonna make sure it holds because this thing's kind of heavy. with all the stuff done to it, gotta make sure it holds. All right, we got it there, secured. So we're gonna go to throw first coat on there, and well, I know how it's gonna go anyway, so it don't matter. Yeah, because I usually have the marking for the driver's side and the passenger side, so I already know how it's gonna go. So no big deal. So we'll go ahead and throw the semi-gloss first, and then get these damn things off. We'll throw a light coat. Once it gets painted, you probably won't even think about the wells anymore, man. Be like, what wells? I'm just, I just want to make sure it holds. That's all it is to it. Make sure it holds. Not bad. You guys can see how it looks from over here. I say it looks pretty good. You ask me. So we'll go ahead and let that dry out for a little bit, and then we'll get back and do maybe another coat. So we'll grab a sandwich, go get something to eat. Well, it's early in the morning. Maybe go get some breakfast, and I'll get back with you guys. Have a coffee. I'll be back soon. All right, guys. I threw another coat of semi-gloss already. So the second coat. We'll go ahead and let it dry out, but we'll go ahead and go over here where the roaster's at and talk about certain things that I'm gonna need to do. Um, what I needed to do at first, well, what happened is that underneath over there where it's gonna mount, I had to make the holes a little bit more wider so I can push it this way. For some reason, the cross member was hitting the pan right at the corner, and it wasn't letting the transmission fall into place. So I was having that problem, but I finally got it situated. I got the whole thing situated, so I got it fixed. Um, this cross member, when you decide to put it in with the engine. I would not the engine mount, but the transmission mount. You need to lift the transmission upwards, and then you put the transmission mount first, not the transmission mount. I mean the cross member first, and then you set the transmission on top of it. And that's the only way this whole concept's gonna work. Most probably people would be thinking you should have just done a small bracket so you could take that bottom part off, and then you could just. Uh, I saw a guy do that on the YouTube on old hot rods, but like I said, I don't have too much steel. I did what I could do for me, which what's the best on what I have. because I don't have that much steel. This is only the scrap that I have right there, man. Stuff like that. And the steel plate that went on the bottom is what I this is what I use. And it's not that thick, so I had to double plate it so it can work. So you can hold that transmission. That's the only way it was gonna work. And you can see right here. Well, you can't see with the wells, but it's double plated. So it's a lot thicker, so it's a lot stronger. So I had to do that. Because like I said, I don't have that thick steel. So you do whatever you can on what you have to make it work. The steel would have been great if it was like this thickness, but I don't have that. So with that that piece of steel that I have there, I put those two together. It ends up about being this thick, maybe a little bit more thicker than that. So it should work. I shouldn't have any issues. Um, Later on in the future, I'm gonna have to do like some steel over here, maybe square do it just to get the brake system under here. I need something to hold it up, and like I said, I'm gonna have to go buy more steel. I mean, I ain't got no choice. I'm gonna have to go buy some more to um, get this to work. And like I was talking to my dad earlier, like there's some parts here that when I welded this whole frame, well not the frame but the body, there's some parts there that are like there's some wells missing. I'm gonna have to go back through the body itself and just check out the wells, grind them, and maybe re-weld them because like I just put this together just like that. I didn't bother to do extra weldings, and there's some parts where they need to get more welded, like right there. It's only welded on top, not in the sides. So I need to get all that done. You know, that way it'd be a lot stronger. I don't want the car to, we pick it up and it flexes and end up breaking because that could happen. But those are the things I need to do to this car. Like even over here in the front, you see how I just welded on the top and just tacked it there. I'm gonna have to do a little piece of sheet metal, put it in there, and then weld it all around, like finish all that up. Right here, it's pretty good. Maybe I can add a wire hanger like the way Batch had. Well, you know what? I got my arc welder. I'll use my arc welder with a rod. And it'll be a lot better to do that anyway. And get that fixed. Little stuff like that. This firewall metals. I'm gonna get the thick sheet metal. It's not that thick. I'm not going with a diamond plate. I was at first, but nah, I changed my mind. Now I end up probably changing this too. Just go with a regular steel, or maybe just do it with a nice, pretty wood. Like mahogany, something real nice, and then seal it up, kind of like the way I did where is it? My golf sign. I sealed that up, and when it rains, it doesn't even penetrate. It works fine. It works. That clear coat works wonders. We'll go ahead and throw that other coat, that flat black. I think it's ready, and this video will continue because I still gotta mount it on, and that way, you guys, you see that it works. Hopefully, it does work. But that's just the way it is with hot rod. Like I explained earlier, uh, things happen. Like my light situation, even those rods that I put on top of the hold the grill, I had to change those too. I had them more of an angle. I decided to put them in the middle, like they're supposed to. So I had to do all that too. So we'll go ahead and add this flat black, and then we should be done. That should be good, guys. I just love that flat black. It looks way better. Kind of reminds me of that hot rod black. You know, I talked about that I was gonna paint this car a flat brown, man, but there's that possibility I might just end up painting it hot rod black. So I'm not too sure yet. So we'll see what happens. So there it is, guys. There's a cross member. It's finally fully painted. It looks good. It came out not bad at all. And like I said, you even the walls look bad, you can't even tell that much, not unless you like look at it real good and like, oh, look at the walls look ugly. And, ask me if I care. I don't care as long as it works. Yeah, I just you just got to keep practicing until you get the welding better. It's like when I started painting cars. Shit, you should have seen my first paint job. Looked like crap, but you just keep progressing more and more. Just keep doing it, doing it, doing it until you get it right. That's just the way it is. You know, can't get any worse. Hopefully. But either way, guys, this video will continue. We'll go ahead and put that, once this dries out, we'll go ahead and put the cross member, the transmission cross member onto the transmission, and we'll see if it holds up. Now, if it holds up, then I guess we did good. We'll go ahead and give it a 2 thumbs up. But I will see you again. See you soon. Hey guys, Raj here. Old School Custom Rides. Well, I'm back working on that roaster again. So we're continuing the video for that cross member for the transmission. It's right there. Finally got it done, got it painted. Well, I'm pretty sure you saw it under the video, but I had to do some modifications. Um, I tested it out and it held up, but I figured I'd rather put a little bit more steel to it to give it some more strength, and so it won't bind that much. Because remember, when you put that transmission and then when you put the converter and then the fluid, it actually puts more weight to it. So we don't want that cross member to kind of like bend or buckle. So I'm just crossing my fingers. Hopefully everything works out. If not, we'll have to do something different. But like I always say, hot rodding, something always comes up. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the modifications I did to it. I sanded it down and just that one part and repainted it, but I repainted the whole thing. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I did. So what I did, I added this steel plate. This one right here. This one goes behind. This is the front. I went ahead, what I did, I decided to go ahead and not welded it here and here. Also welded from the back end. And I decided just to give it more strength, I welded inside too. So I got it painted and everything. I got some clamps and tried to like bend it in as much as I could, which it came out okay, and welded up here on the top, up there. So like I said, even when my welds aren't that great, but once I grind them down and everything and paint them, I mean, you really can't tell. Not unless you actually like look real hard and say like, well, the welds aren't that great. That's okay, as long as it holds. That's all that matters. We're gonna go ahead and try to get this cross member installed today, and hopefully everything works out, man. Hopefully I don't have to do any other modifications. If not, we'll have to continue this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my tripod set up here, because it's kind of hard to video in this angle, and I got some stuff that's covering it. It's kind of hard, man. So hopefully I get you hopefully you guys can see there what I'm doing. You'll probably end up getting my back to it, but um, once I'm done, you can actually see how it's gonna look. So I gotta get in there and get this thing shoved in there. I got my rubber mallet. I got my bolts ready. So try to get this thing in there, and then we'll have to jack up the tail from the transmission, and so we can get this transmission cross member underneath. Since it's a whole piece, that comes off. So we'll go ahead and do that. I do not want to scratch it up or anything or mess it up because it's a fresh paint, man. It actually looks pretty cool. Make sure that my mic is on. Okay. Oh, we gotta get in here. You're probably gonna get my back. So, this sucks, but try to do my best, guys. As I go underneath here. I'm trying to get one in here. There you go. Try to get this tail up so we can shove that cross member underneath there. We don't have to get it that high, but just a little bit. That looks pretty good. We'll also have to drill out over here a little bit more on the side. Make the hole a little bit bigger because it was kind of like pushed more that way. And the cross member was kind of like more towards towards the motor. And I marked it right, but I guess I didn't make the holes right. So we'll figure it out. So now we gotta get this in there. Hopefully we can get one shot at this. Okay. Come on. A little tight. I hope it didn't stretch or open up more. It wasn't like that earlier. Uh-oh. What the hell's going on? Getting stuck or something. Oh, it's hitting, that's why. Duh. That's why. What's going on? Let's see, get this one in here. There, get that. I got one side. Okay. Hey, I was hitting on the mount. All about to mess up the boat. Now we ain't be able to tie it up. Yeah, I don't think I did. Okay. Come on. There you go. A little difficult, but it went in. We'll see. There it goes. Guess I'll put those, go ahead and put those. Go ahead and put the nuts on, and then after we got it mounted, then we can just tie it up. And time is gonna get loose. It's gonna loosen up. It's not gonna be as tight as it is now. I mean, it'll loosen up in time. So I just wanted to hold up. That's all I want. So we'll see. We'll see if it works. I'm gonna try to bring it down. Okay. There it is. It went in, guys. Okay. And now what I gotta do is gotta take that block that I have underneath there. Yeah, I got a piece of block underneath the pan, so we won't know for sure if it holds up unless we take that block off. There you go. Well, it held up. Let me get you guys to come check it out. There it is. It's on there. Now I was having issues like right here because it was kind of tight, but I got it in there, so I got more clearance now. There's nothing getting in the way of the oil pan. Like if I ever decide that I need to do a transmission fluid change, that pan won't I can get to the bolts. I can drop that pan without having to take the cross member off. So I'm gonna go ahead and just snug these bolts real quick, and I think we should be done with this cross member. Everything worked out pretty good, man, so I'm happy. So go ahead and snug these real quick, and we should be good. It worked out. I'm happy. Now all this stuff's gonna have to be taken off anyway, because when I decide to do the frame, I don't want to over tighten it up, but gotta kind of make sure where things are gonna be at, and try not to make things harder for yourself, man. So, like I said, this is my first time building this roaster. I'll say it. I said it before. I'll say it again, man. It's my first time, so it's not bad. Not bad for my first time. I hope I make y'all happy. This is stuff that I have laying around the house, steel that I put together, and just try to fabricate something to get something going. There it is, guys, and I can pick it up. Look at that, perfect. It held up. So it came out good. We'll go ahead and get a better view underneath. So let me get off from here real quick, and I'll get back with you guys. Okay, guys, I'm underneath the car now. Now we can see how it looks. Not bad, man. Not bad at all, man. First time. There it is. You can see the transmission mount there. Perfect, man. Came out good. Real good. I'm happy with it. Now, cause since I drilled out the holes a little bit bigger, now it's kind of like lined up where that where I needed it for the cross member to be, because it was a little bit too far towards the engine. So it's kind of like lined up. I'll go ahead and bring you a little bit closer so you can see. See where that line's at? That's where I actually needed the cross member to be. So since I made the holes a little bit bigger, and I kind of pushed the cross member towards this way. A big old fat finger. Yeah, this way. So I'm happy with it, guys. So not bad. Came out pretty good. It's solid. And what more can you ask for, man? Not the greatest wells in the world, but you know what? It holds and it looks good. So I'm happy. So that's pretty much what we have for today, guys, on the cross member on the roaster. We finally got it done. I'm happy the way the motor sits. Kind of a little bit tilted, not too much, but it's perfect. I'm gonna have like plenty of room that that notch I did right there, I thought that the transmission was gonna be a little bit higher than that. So I'm gonna end up adding the steel in the middle, right under here. I don't know if you can see it. And I'm gonna just take that off and just do it flat. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just take that off, redo it again. There's no need for that notch to be there. So I'm gonna just flatten it out. The dry shaft's not gonna be in the way or nothing like that. I mean, even if I had to do a little tunnel, that's okay. But not enough for me to need that big old loop. I don't need that. So like I said, everything worked out good with the cross member. I'm happy with it. Came out good. Had to do some more modifications and it held up. So it's just playing it safe, because like I said, you put fluid in it and then you put the converter, it's gonna get heavier. And then with the motor, right now it has the heads on and all that. So that's pretty much the weight on there. Of course, you still need the balancer, you still need the crankshaft, the rods and all that. So it's got more weight to the car. So you gotta make sure it holds up. Make sure, like I said, I'm not great on my welds, but as long as I clean it up real good and then weld, I know it's gonna hold. You don't clean the metal real good and then weld, it's probably not gonna hold. It's gonna break off. Not unless you got a super badass welding. Like I said, these hot rods here, backyard hot rods. I don't make millions of dollars to build what I have. I just do my best to whatever I can manage to get going. But not bad for building a roaster, backyard roaster. Especially with the money I make. I don't make that much money. I don't know. I'm poor just like y'all. Either way, guys, I hope you like this video. Subscribe to Old School Custom Rides if you haven't. Appreciate all the new followers. Like, share, comment. Let me know what you think in this roaster that I'm building. I hope it's to your satisfaction. Or satisfaction. Satisfaction? One of the two. Pick one. Um, I hope you like it. When I get done with this car, it'll be badass. So either way, guys, we'll see what we can come up with and trying to get this car going little by little. But at least I'm enjoying it. So see y'all guys in the next video. Take it easy, take care, and I'll see y'all soon. Thanks.